Okay. Last time we have finished unit number 1. Now we'll start with the unit number 2, the research process, the initial research process, which includes design, research design. We already seen what is meant by research, a small introduction of related things, types of research. Now, when we are going to do a research, what exactly we are going to do, how we are going to plan, and how we are selecting the process, the methodology, we can say, and it will benefit us, whether it will lead us towards our goal or not. All these things we have to decide, and we are saying that these are the basic elements of research, and we'll try to find out the linkages between or associations or relationships between these basic elements of research. And when we do research, we do have some questions in our mind, and we try to get answers of these questions. The kind of questions which arises, we can say that they are related to elements of research. For example, ontology, epistemology, methodology, methods, sources. So we are trying to define basic elements of research as in form of ontology, epistemology, methodology, methods, and sources. Also, the links between these basic elements of research. Ontology will give you, or it is nothing but we have decided to do a research, and to do a research, what we should know, that is defined by ontology. So the question is, what's out there to know about the research, about the hypothesis which we are going to form, about the theory which we are going to create. So to do that, what I need to know, for example, if I'm moving from one source to destination, to reach the destination, I should know something, right? That is the question, that is the ontology. To do a research, what I should know, if I'm clear that these are the things I should know prior, then definitely I will be finding those, I will be knowing those. So it, I can say that I am in search of information, and I will search that information. I will be in search of knowledge, and I will acquire that knowledge. So that's the question which will give you the direction. So we can say that is the ontology. Now, next is epistemology. Regarding research, we have started with, and we have found out that what should be known when we do a research. Next thing comes is what and how can we know about it. So for example, to do a machine learning programming, I need to know that I should be expert in the Python language, which will help me, right? Now, to become an expert in a Python language, what is required to be done, and how I can know it, how I can get that information to become expert in the Python, or the syntaxes, and what exactly Python language is all about, I can start that knowing. So that is epistemology. So what is required to do a research, or whatever knowledge I think I should get it, I should know where to get it and how can we know about it. To get IRM and IPR, I should have the book related to it. So that is ontology. So I should have the book. So which title book, who's the author, and how I can get it, whether a hard copy or whether any soft copy is available, ebook is available for that, whether it is free or I have to purchase it, like this. So that will define my epistemology. Now next is methodology. Now to become an expert in the Python, I should do practice, I should study it hard, and I should implement whatever it is written in the information which I have collected. For example, if I have, as I said, if I have collected the RMI and IPR book, then I should go thoroughly through the book so that I can get a knowledge. How to study, which units to study, that all these things will come under the methodology. So how I can go about acquiring the knowledge? The first question was which information, which knowledge I should have, how I will get it, and where or what will be the procedure. And here I will define in methodology how can we go about acquiring that knowledge. So that is the methodology. How I can reach to the destination via air, via by using road, or by using a water transportation systems, right? So how I can go about acquiring that knowledge, that will define a methodology. So that is the element of research. Next come is the method. So I can say this is a stepwise processes, stepwise actions which required to do to reach to the research. Next step is methods. Methods will define the precise procedure to use the methodology which we have defined. So method will give you precise procedure to use the methodology so that I can have the knowledge, and I already know that this I require, because this will give me the destination. This will give me the result. If at start I don't know the destination, definitely my moving of in search of destination will be directionless. And then there are chances that I will not reach destination, not at all. But if I know that in particular direction I have to walk, how much I have to walk, I don't know. But if my direction is right, definitely there are chances, 100% chances, prediction, that I will reach to the destination. For example, I have to go to Delhi. So Delhi is my destination, but I don't know in which direction I should move from my particular point. Then directionless I will travel. So percentage of chances, prediction, accuracy will become lesser. So first I will move in a east direction, suppose, from my point. If I am in Maharashtra and if I move in east direction, definitely I am not going to reach to Delhi at any point, not at all. So the hypothesis which I have formed, that I will move in east direction, will lead me to the failure. Once I know that I am failed, then I can change my direction, right? Just an example I am telling. So if you know the goal and how to reach that, what is required to reach there, how to define that methodology, that exactly what you are going to do, The method which you are going to implement will give you the output. And to do all these things, you require some information. You require to collect at some points some data, and that is your final element, that is the sources. So there are ontologies, there are epistemologies, there are methodologies, there are methods, and there are sources. Sources will give you the data. And the question which we are asking is that which data can we collect related to particular method, related to particular methodology, related to particular acquiring knowledge. Sometime where to find the particular information, that is also a search, and that is ontology. What's out there to know? So at each and every junction, you require this, that is sources. Which data can we collect? If I know which data can we collect, I can collect it. If I know data, at least I can find out which are the sources available, which will give me this data. For example, I should know the blood pressure level of a particular human being as a doctor. Then I can suggest, based on the value of blood pressure, the medicine. Right? So if as a doctor I have to suggest some medicine to a particular patient related to BP, then I need to measure the data, measure the BP of that patient. Then only I can write a medicine for that. If values are lower or higher. BP is high, that is a high BP. To minimize it, to reduce the BP, I will give you or give the patient some medicine. If it is low, then to make it at a particular standard levels, to increase the level, increase the value of BP, I will define some or write some medicine, right? So to suggest a patient medicine prescription, I require the data. If I am going to give related to BP some medicine, I should know the BP values, no? Any other related data will not work for it. So that's the point. So which data can we collect? And always we should collect the data which is related. And how to get related data from a different sources, at which sources it will be available. So that's the knowledge which we want to know. Then how can get that? If I know that on this particular website you can find free ebooks, then I can go to that and I can. So going to the particular websites which are giving freely ebooks, that is the methodology which we have defined. Now, to use, to access, you should have a registration on that. So I will use some registration method so that I can get free ebooks from a particular website. So this is how the basic elements of research and they are interrelated. Hope you know it. If you are unknown, now by listening this, you will be aware with. So what's out there to know about the research? What and how we can know about it, about the research and how to get that information? Then how can we go about acquiring that knowledge? Which precise procedure to use that knowledge which we have? And which data can we collect? Which will give us the linkages between ontology, epistemology, methodology, methods, and your sources. Now, research design comes in between the research strategy and research procedure. Research strategy is a general approach. Research strategy is a general approach to research determined by the kind of question that the research study hopes to answer. So in research strategy, we will determine the kind of question whose answer will be the study of that research. Right. It can be applied to any hypothesis, any theory. Now I have to go to the moon. I have to reach to the moon. Right. So I have to define how I am going to reach to the moon. So strategy. So this is a question, how I can reach there. Whether by moving a car, I can go to the moon. You would have. You would have. But after making a research study that to go by a car, you should have the road available between the source and the destination. From Earth to moon, there should be a road so that I can drive my car and go to the moon. Now, research strategy will give you the answers. This was the question whether I can go by car to the moon. So your research study will give you answer. The answer is no. Why? Because there is no road connected between the earth and the moon. So my method or methodology that I will move by a car to the moon will fail here. So the hypothesis which I have designed, and for that the strategy which I am defining is going to fail. Then I have to define another strategy. It means the next question. If it's not possible to go by car to a moon, then how I can reach? Can I go by using a other method? Definitely will get an answer. That is the answer of that question. So that's my strategy. So in general, the research strategy is a approach of determining the kind of question. We are determining the kind of question. We are trying to create the kind of question whose answer will be my research study. Exactly, I don't know which question is giving me the research. But in research strategy, I will try to create such kind of question. If your research strategy defined, if you got that question whose answer will be the research, then you are going to next step. And that next step is in between. And that is your research design. Okay, I have defined. By car, it is not possible. By water transportation also, it is not possible. There is no media through which the earth is connected to the moon. I got that answer. So I have created question. Then how I can know go there? So by using a particular satellite system, missile system, or rocket, I can reach with the particular speed and all that stuff, required things, essentials, because the kind of breath we take on Earth, it's not possible on moon. So that is what my research study give me answer. असंच आहे तसं चालत गेलो तर चालेल का? नाही, तिथं श्वास घेता येणार नाही. का? तर मूनवर नाहीये. काय नाहीये? हवा नाहीये. हवा मूनवर नाहीये हे कधी कळेल मला? जर मी असंच जायचं ठरवलं तर ना. सो दॅट इज अ स्ट्रॅटेजी की मी अगोदर ठरवलं की मी जाणार असंच चालत. चालत जाता येणार नाही कारण रोडच नाहीये. बरं अदर मीडिया करून गेलो असंच म्हणजे काय की तिथं हवाच नाहीये. मला तर हवा लागणार आहे. एअर आय रिक्वायर्ड oxygen to survive. No oxygen available on moon. Then I have to carry my oxygen to the moon. Are you getting? So what's out there to know? मला काय माहिती पाहिजे? मला हे माहिती पाहिजे की चंद्रावर हवा नाही. मला ऑक्सिजन तिथे मिळणार नाही. मग काय करायचं? दॅट इज एपिस्टेमॉलॉजी. व्हॉट अँड हाऊ आय कॅन नो अबाउट इट. तिथं ऑक्सिजन नसेल तर आपल्याला ऑक्सिजन नेता येईल का? सो दॅट इज माय मेथोडॉलॉजी. नेता येईल का? आणि तो नेण्यासाठी मी एक सिलेंडर वापरणार, ऑक्सिजन घेऊन जाणार. दॅट इज माय मेथड. संपला तर काय करायचं, मग एक्स्ट्रा अजून तिथे ठेवून तो पण घेऊन जायचा, म्हणजे पहिला संपला की दुसरा कनेक्ट करता येईल. सो दॅट इज माय डेटा कलेक्टेड विच विल बी युज्ड एव्हरीवेअर. होप यू आर गेटिंग नाउ. So there is not a single question which will give you or lead you towards the research. No. You need to ask so many questions. Then definitely there are chances that you can reach. So one thing I got it that when I started to study or decided to reach to the moon, that no oxygen will be available. Now next thing. Okay, I will carry the oxygen. Now on Earth there are specific properties, right? Which moon don't have. So whatever I throw in air, it comes down. So there is a gravity. Moon don't have a gravity. See, my hypothesis was to reach to the moon. I'm getting questions now. Once I got specific questions, strategies, research strategies, I'm getting answers. And accordingly, my methodologies, my methods, my acquiring of knowledge is getting going change. Previously, I should know that whether I can walk like this. The answer was no. You cannot walk like this. You have to carry your oxygen. Next thing, I should know that there is no gravity on moon. So which leads me again another question, another answer. This is lifelong or this is a cyclic process. Hope you got the research strategy. That general approach to research determined by the kind of questions. So here main research strategies, you have to determine the kind of question which will lead to research study. The answer of that question will lead to the research study. Next is research design. Research design is nothing but it's a general plan for implementing a research strategy. So once your strategy is defined, a general plan for implementing research strategy. Strategy was walk like this, but not possible. Then we came to know that we have to carry the oxygen. Then we will make a plan that I will carry or we will carry the oxygen with us so that we can survive there because oxygen will not be available. Right? So very simple. Research design is nothing but it's a simple general plan for implementing a strategy which you are defined for research. Always research design will give details like whether the study will involve groups or individuals, such different variables and how many such variables. So once you start with the strategy, definitely you can plan for that, how you are going to implement that strategy. And when you start to implement, definitely you will get the detailed information, detailed answer, like what are the different things required, whether it is a single individual, whether it is group or number of different variables. We found out one variable, that is oxygen. We'll go for next variable, that no gravity. To safely land on a particular point. Once we land, then go there, study what different kind of environment is there available there. What are the different things again required? Because unless and until we individually practically go on the moon, it's impossible to get any information. Whether the wind flows there, whether rain is there or not. By sitting on earth, we cannot know it. I'm just giving you example, a general example. Identify, you can identify the notions behind it. Okay. You can implement all this to practical research process, right? So by if my research is to go on the moon, and the way I am behaving on the earth, is it possible to behave on a moon? Answer of this question is you should find out whether moon and earth are same. If not same, then the things which are working on earth will not work on moon, right? That's it. So definitely this will give me that what are the differences and what I need to do. I need to do it means what information I should have, that how I can gauge that, how I can define methodology, which method will give me the better answer. And for that, doing all these things, what different information data is required. So research design is nothing but it is a general plan for implementing a research strategy which will give you details whether the study will involve single person, individual, or group of individuals, or such different variables. Once my plan is ready, once my research design is there, before that my strategies was defined. So strategy, based on the strategy plan ready, then I will go to the next step, and that is research procedure. Here I am planning to implement the research strategy. These are the things required to do, and in research procedure I will do it. So an exact step by step description of specific research study as per my research design is a research procedure. So it is a step by step description of specific points, specific research studies, everything, every small detail. That is my research procedure. So you have studied three things here: research strategy, research design, and research procedure. Now, when we talk about the research strategies, there are different types of research strategies available. Just name it: inductive research strategy, deductive research strategy, reproductive research strategy, abductive research strategy. So these are the different types of research strategies available. What is the inductive research strategy? The objective of this strategy is to establish generalization. And to do that, we ask what and why kind of questions. So in inductive research strategy, the pure objective of this research strategy is to establish generalization, not specific, generalization. And to make generalization, we ask always this type of what and why questions for everything. When we ask these questions, we can consider different variables. For example, variable we have considered environment. What kind of environment will be on moon? What kind of environment is on earth? Why there is no gravity on the moon? Why there is gravity on the earth? What kind of effect it will give if this gravity is there, this gravity is not there? What kind of affections, advantages and disadvantages of particular kind of environment, right? So these questions will give you general answers. So inductive research strategy. Again, there are three principles to do that: accumulation, induction, and instance confirmation. Accumulation is a knowledge which grows. Knowledge grows. How it grows? By addition of further different facts. If already it have some information, by adding more extra information in detail, will grow the knowledge, and that is accumulation. At start, we don't know what kind of environment is there on the moon. When we started, when we added some fact, our knowledge is gained, accumulation. Now we got it that what kind of environment will be on the moon, right? So this is how it goes. Induction. From valid statements describing observations, valid generalizations can be inferred. So induction is that from valid statements, observations which we have done, we can make general statements, general facts. So this is also the one of the principle of inductive research strategy. Third principle is instance confirmation. Instance confirmation is nothing but it is a belief. The things which we assume and those are correct. Belief in the validity of generalization, which increases with the number of instances which have been observed. So how many such instances you observe? Based on that, you define whether it is valid or invalid. And that is the belief. That is the instance confirmation. If I consider one particular instance, I will validate it, make confirm whether it is true, whether it will stand or not, whether it will fail, whether it will be true, like this. So in inductive research strategy, always the objective is to establish generalizations. To establish generalizations, we always ask what and why type of questions, and always will focus on three principles, that is accumulation, knowledge growing by addition of again further facts which are not known, but now those are true. Then induction, from valid statements we'll try to make more generalization statements, more general facts. And then instance confirmation, the things which are required. Instance is nothing but a particular moment at a particular time, the status of a particular thing at a particular specific time, that is instance. So this is about the inductive research strategy. Just to summarize today's lecture, we started with a small introduction of basic elements of research. Then we go to define them. Then we have seen how those are related to each other, how what are kind of relationships between the basic elements of research. What are the different questions which we can ask and we can get an answer to do the research study and to reach to the final research ontology, epistemology, methodology, method, sources. Then we have got the definition of research strategy. We understood what is meant by research strategy, research design, and research procedure. Then we have seen inductive research strategy. So that's it for today's lecture. We'll stop here. If any questions are there from your side, you can ask. Okay. As we have last time stated that assignment number questions I will give. Still Moodle account is not there for this subject. What I will do one thing. I'll create assignment questions and I will mail each one of you. Okay. So that you can get the assignment number one and you can start writing. I'll mail everyone. If even recording of videos is available, I do have, I will share with you.